Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
That wipes away a big return on the opening kickoff.
And that's the way you're supposed to start a game. What a momentum grabber. Instead, some of that gets wiped away on that one.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 16, Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Oh, he shifts past him. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
At their own 46. Dalton sets up play action, rolling to his left. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A give to Gibson running right.
4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. 955. I'm here all day.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play fake. Here's Dalton.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Move. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Dalton off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, Mostert. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dalton. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Play action here with Dalton. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Hill on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. We're scoreless after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play action now. Dalton. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, Gibson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Watch the out. Watch. You ain't going nowhere.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Okay, break.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Dalton. Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Here's Dalton.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So Dalton now out to his left. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, D. Check right.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, I got you. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
To throw here, Dalton. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Dalton. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by... At pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Dalton now to pass.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league. And
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Off a play action. Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Tua now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go, set, sticky, green.
On second down, Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton finding Gibson on a slant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Andy Dalton. He gets it to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And Dalton to throw. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From midfield here, Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Passing, it's Dalton. Steps away to his left. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Tackle. Mark 55. I got it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll run with Gibson. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout, just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really an incredible game from this defense, a very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we saw was that defense making big play after big play. They got after the quarterback. They had takeaways. You name it. They outclassed them every step of the way and checked every box on the stat sheet in getting it done.
So for the Dolphins, that early momentum continues.